Hey, what's up? This is Joe. This video is going to take you through the experience of showing up early and working the 2026 Sturgis Motorcycle Rally, riding around and camping out in the Black Hills National Forest. That tree just keeps hanging on, man. Meeting up with a variety of unusual characters.
Is that thing running still?
No, of course not.
Oh, so
Dealing with heat and bad weather. Basically 100+ degrees for the last 3 days. Getting the VIP treatment at the flat track races. And of course, checking out some of the crazy sights on Main Street. All right. Home sweet home. After a brutally hot 2-week journey to Sturgis, I made my way into the Black Hills National Forest and began setting up camp in my usual spot on top of the cliff. It'll just have to do. Once again, Eno tarp to the rescue, man. These things are absolutely worth their weight in gold. It's, I guess about 9 p.m. now. I've been riding for most of the day. Did a couple 100 miles this morning. Found a shelter in Pierre, South Dakota. I hung out there for a few hours and then got back on the road and did basically about another 200 miles, I think, 175. So I'm here a couple of weeks early before work starts. I'm gonna eat the rest of my rotisserie chicken and probably crawl into bed. Out here in the Black Hills, you really never know who you're going to run into. The oddball assortment of characters run the gamut from societal misfits who don't fit in anywhere else, to respectable families here before the rally, to bona fide legends of the motorcycle world. There's Joe Sparrow on the infamous Goldwing. Not on the ST 1100 this time.
No, the electrical took a shit on me, no spark, and it was acting up for several years where it'd die. And
was it?
I had to sit for 15 minutes to start up, and finally it wouldn't start up no more. So.
To ride pretty good?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I just figured it was getting too heavy for me, and after riding it again for a little while, I thought, well, fuck no, I'm all right.
Pretty balanced.
And as soon as I moved one foot, I got both feet on the pegs anyway.
Probably sits a little lower than the ST, huh?
Yeah, it does.
So how many miles you got on this one?
577,000.
Good Lord.
No.
Is this the one you took to Alaska?
Yeah.
Ah.
Pretty good.
Actually, yeah, I might try one of these grapes.
They're usually hit and miss, and I don't eat them.
Yeah, I know.
In the grocery store, I just don't do that.
Yeah. How was the Spam Museum?
Way better than I thought.
Was it?
Yeah, I thought, what can they what kind of fucking shit can they do? And it was like, I mean, very informative and very well laid out and stuff, and I just thought it was funny, you know, go to the Spam Museum.
Yeah. Did they do like a taste test or sampling?
No, but they were selling Spam there, and instead of regular cans that are about like that, they got some mini ones, which I like because I can't eat a whole can of Spam anyway.
Yeah.
Turkey Spam is my favorite.
Yeah. Is it good?
Yeah, it's the best of
I
them.
don't know if I've tried that one.
Yeah, because it's real salty to start with regular Spam, and
Yeah.
too salty for me.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, there he is.
Hey.
I was wondering when you were going to show up.
Well, you know, better late than never.
How you been, brother?
Yeah, good to see you, brother.
Dinah's running all right?
Oh yeah, just like you should.
I remember his name Matt because of all that hair he's got.
I'm Joe.
Joe.
Jeter.
Jeter. Okay.
Yes, sir.
I'm Mike. I'll try to remember your names. That's an unusual. Yeah, you can video. I mean, just.
What's up?
I just had to put a disclosure. Is that thing running still?
No, of course not.
Oh,
No, you'll never be on the internet.
I would never.
Well, about that time the dog showed up again, just a wagging her tail, and I had to grin. Then you came storming in. You were fussing and fuming, giving me what for. I looked at the dog hunkered down on the floor, and I knew I just couldn't take it anymore. I I said, why don't you love me like the dog does? She never raises hell when I don't call. She doesn't seem to mind that I don't come home on time. She's just glad that I came home at all. I said, why don't you love me like the dog does? She never raises hell when I don't call. She doesn't seem to mind that I don't come home on time. She's just real glad that I came home at all. Now, I don't expect you to run around in circles and pee on the floor, but it would be nice if you got a little excited.
Awesome.
All right, Montana Matt over there just cooked up everybody some tacos. So, what's in these, Matt?
Ham, eggs, some rice, cheese.
Cheers.
Time, that's the way I do it. Is somebody else's.
Mm. I spent the next couple weeks before the rally hanging out, editing video, riding around the Black Hills, and exploring the town of Sturgis on foot. This is downtown Sturgis Main Street, and this thing is going to totally transform, and I'll show you later what it looks like during the rally.
I was swinging along, minding my business, when suddenly out of the blue, just like a present from heaven, beautiful, wonderful you. The clouds disappeared and the birds started singing a beautifully wonderful tune, for no other song could be worthy of beautiful, wonderful you. Now, who could have thought this could happen? Who would have ever believed? Could it be true that someone like you could fall for somebody like me? I'll swing along, happy as ever, no longer lonely or blue, for I have been kissed by an angel, beautiful, wonderful you.
So been here for a couple of days, sort of getting settled in. We got some extreme weather coming in today. On the radar, it's pretty much white, which could mean hail, or it could just mean really heavy thunderstorms. One of the things that it's prudent to do if you're in the Black Hills is to park underneath some tree cover just in case of big hail. They have, at times, been known to get these like flying saucer-sized balls of hail that kind of, I guess they start out round and then they sort of flatten out due to gravity. They can tear a vehicle up. So in this case, I got some tree branches up there, which will sort of break the fall of the hail before it reaches the bike, as opposed to just parking out in the open somewhere. I've never seen it that big, but you know, there's a first time for everything. So yeah, this is my usual kind of crazy spot on the hillside where a lot of this has been eroded. There's a guy that has been sort of chipping away at the side of this. I guess he had some success finding some gold in there. In order to actually pan out here, you have to sort of purchase the rights to be able to mine on any particular stretch of this. You can camp there because it's national forest and it's free. You just can't do any mining unless you own the claim. But yeah, as you may have seen in previous videos, there's a hell of a steep drop off the side of this. which is a little freaky always, but I'm pretty used to it. And the view's absolutely incredible. I got this little tree that started to take root. I think I first noticed it last year, maybe. I'm hoping that it survives, because it'd be nice to have a little bit more cover. Usually this is all tall grass that's about knee to waist high. They had a really mild winter, and it's been a very, very dry summer. So anyway, I'm gonna prepare to get inside the tent and wait out whatever kind of a storm this is gonna be. This particular exact area seems to get spared a lot of the worst of it. Well, as predicted, we really didn't get that much rain at all. It just kind of sprinkled for about 45 minutes. Unfortunately, they're calling for another brutal South Dakota heat wave, expecting temperatures in excess of 100 degrees for the next 4 days. I'm definitely not going to feel like cooking anything when it's that hot, so I think this is about as good a time as any to do a little bit of the Vagabond Gourmet. Yeah, like I was saying, man, when it gets crazy hot like that, I don't feel like sitting down and cooking. Anyway, I had a real hankering for some Asian food. I guess we'll call it a stir fry. Got some of my reduced sodium soy sauce, lemon, onion, pepper, and some stir fry meat. First, I'm going to get my pepper and a quarter of that. Once again, in the absence of a cutting board, these kitchen shears are just about the best thing in the world. So now I'm going to go ahead and start chopping up that onion. Doing this without a cutting board will be interesting. Now I got my beautiful julienne onions and bell pepper, so I'm gonna get a really hot flame going and then saute the hell out of these. Now I'm gonna get some coconut oil, which should be good for stir frying because it's got a really high smoke point. Oh yeah, that's a good sound. With chopping these up really thin like that in strips, it should fry up a lot quicker than it would if I had left them in really big chunks. All right, these peppers and onions are looking fantastic. Basically translucent and browned around the outside. The natural sugars inside the vegetables actually start to caramelize. In addition to the caramelization of the natural sugars inside the vegetables, there's another process called a Maillard reaction, which actually results in a change of the chemical composition of the food as it's being cooked. It's one of those miracles of gastronomy which makes food taste so good. So now I'm going to set this aside. And, oh yeah, some nice burned caramelized pieces in the bottom. All right, now I'm going to get the stove going again. A recipe like this would really be a lot better with a wok, but I ain't got a wok because I'm a vagabond. I'm not even going to worry about salting up this beef because I'm adding soy sauce. So I was able to very carefully drain the fat into that, and you can see that's pretty much just rare to medium. I'm gonna go ahead now and throw in the rest of my peppers and onions and start adding some lemon and some soy sauce. Slice that lemon, get the seeds out, kind of puncture it a little bit like that. Kind of use that to sort of deglaze the pan. Okay, now I got my soy sauce. Just gonna douse the hell out of it. I got a couple of little packets of Cholula hot sauce at the grocery store. So that'll give a little spice. Oh, yeah. All right, let's see what we got right now. A little bit of beef, a little bit of pepper, a little bit of onion. Poor man's stir fry. Cheers. The lemon is kind of what sets it off and sort of makes it sing. But you got that wonderful caramelization on the peppers and onions mixed together with the beef, and the coconut oil just works perfect since this is kind of an Asian inspired thing. Oh, that sauce is so good. So you can use this half of a used lemon and just kind of do like that, and it'll break up all the fat and sort of use that to sort of scour the pan. Wow, look who showed up. Right on schedule.
On schedule, I've been here a couple days.
Have you?
Yeah.
Is that ride pretty good for you?
It's like it was brand new. I've got one of the newest bikes here now. I had one with most of the high mileage. Now I have probably the lowest mileage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So where'd you start from?
I just brought this from Asheville,
Asheville?
North Carolina. Yeah.
Right, that's where you had it stored, right?
Yep, that's where the blue one is now.
Right on. Blue one wasn't too reliable for you?
Last couple years, it's been more trouble than it's worth. I did this with the last bike, kept fixing it for 500,000 miles. I thought I could keep it alive forever, and I learned that you really can't. And I started going that one started doing the same thing last couple years.
Yeah, man.
Everything works on this one, everything.
That's awesome. That is really rare to find a bike of that age that looks that new. You can tell.
Almost 22,000. I got it with 16,000.
Wow.
The thing is, the guy never did anything. It was bone stock. Look at the stock mufflers are still on it. Everything that's been done, I did. I put the handlebars on. I did nothing to the. Well, I did. I put in a Torrington cam bearing and a steel breather gear. I did nothing. No souping up, no changing. It runs the same as it did when it was new.
Right.
Yeah. Runs great. It's got a little less power than the other one. Gets better gas mileage.
So did you have a good ride out here?
Hit some heat.
Yeah. Me too.
Stayed with Tim and his girl and all that.
Where was that?
In Iowa.
Yeah.
That's a good place. They got a big old garage. You can pull in there. It probably holds 6 cars, but they don't use it for a garage. They got chairs and they got a kitchen. They got a bathroom and it's air conditioned.
Cool. So you kind of stayed there and cooled off for a couple days?
Yeah. Now you know, bust up the trip across the country, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I did the same thing.
Just break it up. Did you talk to the French people?
No.
This French couple with the trike here.
Hey, bonjour.
Bonjour. Ça va?
Très bien, merci.
This is our trike, okay?
Yeah.
And we ride with it in France.
So you shipped this by plane
Yes.
from France to
Yes.
here?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. We
That
landed
was
in Montreal.
Uh-huh.
And Paris, Montreal. But when we arrived to Montreal, we had the track just the day after. So it's quickly, it's fast.
Yeah.
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 In boat, you don't know if maybe it can be late for 1-2 weeks if you use the boat.
Yep.
But in
Yep.
plate, it's easy.
Okay.
At the beginning, we ask ourselves, do we need to rent a trike in US? It's too expensive. If we should rent the trike, finally we can buy a new trike here.
Yeah.
It's too expensive.
Et puis c'est surtout qu'on a des partenaires.
And yes, we are in partnership with for the film with Harley Davidson France and the dealership.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was important for us to come with it.
Yeah.
With
your own bike.
Yes.
Yeah. That's important. So what's the name of your YouTube channel?
Oh,
Philosophy.
Philosophy?
Yeah.
V.
Philosophy, like philosophy life.
Okay.
Philosophy in French.
This is the name.
Ah, okay. So if you want to give them a follow.
This is the last film.
Wow.
To North Cap.
I'm going to watch that today. Yeah. Awesome. I'm excited.
If you want to see a film with interview like we are doing,
yeah,
this is maybe more.
Attends, là, and
more this one.
Okay.
yeah.
The blue one.
Changer de vie pour la Laponie.
Yes.
Okay. Life in Lapland. Interesting.
Yeah.
Up in Norway.
Yes.
And,
Yeah.
Okay.
It's amazing. So no way.
Well,
Okay, perfect.
thank you, my sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Merci
See you
beaucoup.
soon. Yeah.
Attends,
We'll see you around. How long are you guys staying?
Here in Sturgis.
Yeah.
Oh, I think we live in the middle of the week. We don't stay here for the rally because for us too much people, and we need to go near California.
Okay. Yeah,
So
that's.
maybe we will see you again.
I'll see you again.
Before, yeah.
I'll be here.
Yeah.
This is the right time to get here because during the rally, it's going to be a tent right here, tent
Yes,
right there,
that's the
tent,
reason why.
tent,
Yeah.
tent, tent, tent. Come say hi for
Yeah,
sure.
okay.
I might cook you some dinner if I have something to eat.
Okay.
My buddy Randall from New Mexico was in for a bad day when he was coming up the hill and an odd-shaped rock put a gaping hole in the bottom of his oil pan. After grinding off the paint, he was able to make a temporary fix in camp using some JB Weld putty and a piece of scrap aluminum. Oh yeah, it's coming right off. Make sure to cover that crack.
I know.
It's easy to give advice when it's not your bike.
That's right.
Yeah, I think that putty's the way to go.
How's that look, Joe?
Looking pretty good, as long as you got it covered. All right, there's this fix. Looks good.
Yeah, it does.
What was the band's name?
For the next 4 days, the temperature soared in excess of 100 degrees. So it has been basically 100 plus degrees for the last 3 days. I'm determined to get my 10,000 steps in regardless, and just kind of got a rag that I'll just soak in ice water every once in a while and put it on my head and over the back of my neck. You know, it stays cool for about 10 minutes. Then you got to do it again. You can indeed improve your tolerance to heat by doing physical exertion and staying out in the heat, with the caveat that you definitely want to have a cold rag. If you start getting dizzy at all, put a cold rag on the back of your neck and that'll prevent heat stroke. So I don't really recommend to anybody else to do this, but I'm just kind of a dork and I like to sort of experiment with different ways to kind of change the way that my body kind of responds to different types of stress, cold and heat and stuff like that. And after a while you get used to it and almost kind of learn to like it. I'm hoping that little tree will stay healthy and grow up. I'm not sure what species it is, but I don't think they grow super tall. That's one of them right there, and that one right there. So finally, mercifully, the sun has gone down and it's getting actually really nice out here. The rest of everybody else is camped over there across the dry creek bed. This is what happens when people get absolutely wasted in the woods. Basically, these guys showed up a couple of days ago in a car that they parked right there, and that was their tent. All of a sudden, they left about 10 p.m. last night, and then I woke up and the car was right there, and that was totally smashed. I'm over there. I had my silicone earplugs in, and so they end up camping right here, which is a little bit too close, usually. Man, it's like they left a cooler, 2 hammers, screwdriver, 2 different styles of shoes, and just all kinds of nasty trash, man. So I don't know what in God's name was the whole deal with all of that. There's a shot of Narcan, it looks like. So that might explain some of it. Yeah, that's Narcan, naloxone. Just use your imagination. What the hell happened there? I'm afraid to even open this. Okay, nothing but a jug of water in there. But, you know, it suits me all right for the time being because it's probably gonna serve as a deterrent to somebody else that wants to camp right here. So until one of my friends shows up and needs a spot to stay, I'm just gonna leave this as is. All right, that looks like Sean coming in right there. He's got a pretty big trailer. I think he just beeped at me.
Did you get video of me coming down the hill?
Oh yeah.
Did you know it was me?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, I should be able to see him, and then there you were.
I figured.
I seen you right before I beeped.
To think that people try to take UTVs back here. It's pretty insane. Here's a shot of the cliff. My camp is up there. That tree just keeps hanging on, man. And I just keep waiting for the time that I show up out here and that tree's I had one more day of freedom before starting work and used the opportunity to head to Randy's Cycle Shack for a new rear tire. When the big day finally rolled around, I woke up early and packed up my camp, then headed into town for setup. Almost as soon as we'd set up the tents, we were bombarded by a rush of customers who'd shown up early for the rally.
I either had way too much coffee or not enough.
There's a fine line between not enough coffee and too much.
Yeah, but sometimes that fine line is kind of blurry. You never know.
I usually up my caffeine intake for these rallies. Yeah, I go from like normally 2 or 3 cups a day to 6.
2 pots?
Yeah, a couple of pots.
riding on it. She don't like looking at it.
Well, she's gonna like it after we put this fairing on it, that's for sure.
Nope, she's still gonna fucking hate it. I'll just buy another one.
The following 5 days passed like grains of sand in an hourglass as we continued getting slammed by the seemingly never-ending throng of early birds. After that, things began to slow down. Wow. It's a Pan America, right?
Yeah.
Everything else is a Pan America.
Sport glide bags, and yeah, everything else is stock.
Really?
Hey, Honda wheels, right? I think Honda wheels before the ST came out, so
Yeah.
17s. Now, like on the Pan Am ST, you can get them. They're stock.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Bassani pipe, arrow header.
Pan America Road Glide.
Yeah.
Pan America Road Glide.
Wild boar amp too, so stock dash, but then it's got the Bluetooth speakers in it.
You did the build, sir?
Yeah. Everybody, they don't know what you say when they see it. They don't know what it is.
That's incredible. You might be onto something with this.
Never know. I had a V-Rod with one too. So.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys planning on entering it into any competitions or anything?
We did the first year he had it. This year probably not. Yeah. It's definitely a looker though every time.
It's very distinctive.
Yeah.
When the evening of the first Saturday rolled around, we found ourselves on a private VIP tour of the track at the Jack Pine Gypsies Flat Track TT.
Everybody goes inside to outside, right? When you're going into the corner, everybody goes inside to outside. When that starts breaking apart, it pushes out, and it gets an area where you can, really stick it in there. But most of the big, the guys that have been around for a long time, they will definitely try to miss that every single time. Most of the guys that work on the racetrack are old champions. So it's, you get out here with these guys and they start talking and you're like, wow, holy mackerel, it's a science, right? All right, let's go down here and see if we can mess up the team.
After a grand total of about 5 minutes on the tour, we made a break for it and headed back to the pits. We were sponsoring a singles rider named Braden Fanders who ended up placing third in the main, so we rushed back onto the track. Next up was the Super Twins class. The company was sponsoring number 70, Declan Bender, who I'd seen race at Springfield last year and been highly impressed. Declan ultimately placed in 5th, which was a highly respectable showing given the utter mind-boggling level of competition in the class. Look at this bunch of slackers. You got the best job in the rally. You get to sit around all day.
You think so? Welcome to Mustang.
So this is a pretty easy setup and everything?
We have been slammed.
Right? When working these events, typically the last thing I feel like doing is walking around or doing anything other than eating, showering, and getting ready for bed. I do, however, allow myself a couple of days out of the rally to head down to Main Street and check out the action. Okay, that's something you don't see every day.
Like a Harley fairing?
I don't know, man. It
Like
kind
in
of
the
looks like a
70s?
tour glide fairing. I don't think that's what it is, though. Harley Davidson Liberator.
Yeah.
There's Dwight, by the way. What's up, Dwight?
Welcome from Sturgis.
Yeah.
We made it. Hey, I wonder if it's some kind of like an industrial application they made. Because, dude, there's no line cut.
I've got no idea. That's a back end off of Fiero, you think?
Pontiac Fiero, an early one, too.
Downtown Main Street at 6:30 in the morning of the second Friday. So yeah, just winding her down at this point. Got a couple of 2 or 3 days left. The rally for us started out super busy. So obviously I haven't been doing a lot of filming. And then it kind of died down and then it sort of picked up a couple of days ago. So all in all, I mean, people were talking about maybe the rally attendance has been down the last few years. That's probably true to a certain extent, but it was still good. On teardown day, we had a few extra hands on deck for which we were very grateful. So we finished ahead of schedule and took a drive down to Deadwood and up to the town of Lead.
So it's Leeds? It's Leeds or Lead?
Lead.
It's L-E-E-D?
L-E-A-D. It looks like lead.
But it's pronounced Lead.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I thought.
American words. A four-wheeler and a motorcycle.
There you go. It's a gang.
All right, this is a little free science museum in the town of Lead. We're right next to the enormous gold mine over here. This is the Homestake mine, which is the largest gold mine, I think, in the Western Hemisphere. What's really impressive about this is the vast network of underground tunnels that are going right beneath our feet right now. And basically they've got kind of an interesting sort of a 3D model of all of the tunnels and shafts and everything going through that mine. There was some kind of a scientific laboratory that was established underground in like 1960 to study neutrinos, which are some type of I think a light particle or something that's emitted by the sun. I don't know what the advantage is necessarily of studying it underground. Maybe because of the density of the rock, they can conduct some kind of experiments and stuff. There's like the top of it, and I guess the mine surface that we're looking at out there is like right there, and this is the vast network that goes underneath of it, which is pretty incredible. We're just kind of wandering around. We finished teardown pretty early, and it's still too early to eat, so typically go out to eat after teardown with my boss and my other coworker Steve, and so we're just kind of killing time.
You see that hole over there? Way down the side of that? That was a mine shaft that was already there, and when they dug this hole, they came across that mine shaft that was already there.
That hole sticking out of the mountain right there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there it is.
8 foot by 8 foot tunnels.
Huh. So somebody else
had already been there before they dug that hole.
Back in the day, some old gold prospector or something. Yeah. So the rock blocks out most of the radiation that interferes with sensitive physics experiments like this. This is some kind of a dark matter detector, I think, that they've got on here. Large underground xenon. This is some kind of a mine car elevator type of thing. If they turn all these pumps off, basically the entire network of tunnels will fill up with water. So they got to have an extremely elaborate pump system running constantly to pump out all the groundwater and stuff that's seeping in to the tunnels. And that's the mine up there. After killing some time in Lead, Steve drove me back to Sturgis, where I hopped on my bike and headed out to meet the guys at the Branding Iron Steakhouse in the town of Belfouche. All right, this is the Branding Iron, a really excellent steakhouse in the town of Belle Fourche. That it's kind of a cool place. They've got like a different rodeo every day, basically on the TV, and some really enormous, awesome steaks. And that's a big Holmes. All right, these are some of the brands. I guess these are actual brands, but the walls in this place are absolutely covered with them. There's some moose antlers.
You might have to stab that son of a bitch to sell it. I couldn't eat that much anymore.
Oh yeah, absolutely fantastic. You're always kind of taking a gamble, I feel like, with prime rib. It could be awesome or it could be kind of tough, but that was perfect. From Belle Fourche, I headed back to the truck, which was now totally packed and ready to roll as soon as Alan showed up in the morning. All right, this is where I've been sleeping, in case anybody was wondering. In the truck, there's kind of this bunk up there that I sort of crawl into right here, step up on that and crawl up there and try really hard not to fall off. But this works out really well for me because I wake up and I'm already at work. I don't have to ride through a bunch of crazy traffic or anything like that, and I've got an air conditioner. So that just about wraps her up for another Sturgis. I think at this point, I'm gonna head back into the woods and probably pass out for a couple of days. See you later. After 2 long weeks of work, I was a free man yet again and would soon be moving on to parts unknown. In the meantime, the plan was to rest up for a few days in the Black Hills and begin plotting my next move. As usual, I still didn't have the faintest idea just where in the hell that would take me exactly. So I hope you enjoyed that Sturgis video. If you did, please be sure to hit like and subscribe. And as usual, I've included an optional donate link in the pinned comment below for anyone who might like to contribute to this project. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the road.